Yo, what's up guys? So in this video I'm going to be teaching you 3 moves that you can do in your everyday card magic. The first one is a switch that is so underground I've never seen anybody use it. The second one is a switch that is so versatile that it can also be used as a force and a control. And the third one is a little surprise, so you want to stick around for it. Let's get into it. Alright, so this first one is called the Turnover Palm by Ed Marlowe. Usually it's done just as a steal, where you show the top card and immediately palm it off just by showing the top card. And the way that would look is this, so the top card is shown, and as you turn it over, you just immediately palm it off. Of course, that happens in a natural action, so let's say you just put the deck down like that, and you have the card palmed. And the whole thing is so natural. The card is shown, apparently turned over, and it's just stolen. However, you don't have to palm the card. What you can do is just leave it on top of the deck flush, and just scoot over a little bit, and then do it that way. How I did it in the performance, I just literally showed the top card, thumbed it over like this, undercover my hand, put the top half down, stole that card like this, and put it on top like this, and cut the deck, resulting in a card control. You can also do that as an in the hands control like this, show the top card, just scoot it over a little bit, and then lift the top half up like this, and this is of course hidden like this, but you would then act as though that card is the card you just shown, thumb it over like this, and then square it up, and the control is made. A little bit more detail on that, fully exposed, show the top card, thumb it over, immediately lift the top half, thumb that card over on the bottom half, square it up, and that card is on top. The way it would work for a palm, again, show the top card. Now as it comes down, just keep your thumb there like that as you drop the card like that. So that way you can immediately just palm it off as you take the top half down, and then do whatever, and you have the card palmed. Now there are tons of things you can do with it, it's just a matter of how creative you are with it. Alright, so this one is called the Simplified Curry Turnover Change by Di Vernon. Now, one of Di Vernon's students wanted an easier way to do the original Curry turnover change, and so Di Vernon spent several days working out an easier way to do it, and this is what he came up with. Alright, so let's say there was a card on the table. This is the original handling. The Queen of Diamonds was on the table, and somebody picked, say, the 3 of Spades. Alright, all we do is this, just do a little riffle, and all of a sudden the card changes into their card, the 3 of Spades. And honestly, I like this. I mean, I think if you worked at it and you practice it enough, you can get it to look pretty smooth. So I'm going to teach you this original handling, and then I'll teach you some different handlings that I came up with this idea in mind, alright? So what you want to do is have a card on the table that you want to switch out for a different card, and the card to be switched out is obviously on the bottom of the deck, alright? So in this case, it's the Queen of Diamonds. Now what you're going to do, let's hold the deck sideways like this in sort of a glide position, alright? So what you're going to do is sort of like a Kelly bottom placement meets a glide, alright? So what I mean by that is we all know a glide. Just scoot your fingers back like this, and the card sort of scoots back, but you want to have it to where it pops off too like this, so it's sort of like a Kelly bottom placement position. And all you're doing is just scooting those fingers back like this. That's all that's happening, is these fingers just scoot back like this, just moving those knuckles up like this, and that causes that bottom card to just scoot up and off the deck. It just pops off the thumb like that. So you were just simulating taking that bottom card as you set the deck down to take it, alright? So, but what really happens obviously is this: the bottom card is switched forward, you come down, you put the deck on it, and this is exposed view. As the deck is being placed down, these fingers just drag away with that card as the deck is placed there. So super slow-mo, this is what it would look like. Get ready for the move. The deck is placed on there, and they come away with the card. But doing it fast, I really think you can get away with it, maybe with some misdirection, alright? So the queen of diamonds there, we switch it for the three of spades, alright? So that's there, and then we take the card. Now for a control, it's very simple. All you gotta do is this, dribble the deck, and just do the Kelly bottom placement move like this. And it's easier this way because you're doing it in a end grip position. Show the card like this. Now as you turn it back over, simply add the card on like this. From the Kelly bottom placement move, X card there, and then the card is controlled. It's very simple. So again, in exposed view all the way, dribble the deck, Kelly bottom placement with that card, show that there. As you turn it back down, that card gets placed there in its place. You put that there, and then control is made. As a force, it's really neat too. So the force card is on the bottom of the deck, the 8 of clubs. Now what's going to happen is you're going to just start throwing down cards like this and asking them to say stop. Now once they do, it's going to appear as though you just take the card out like this. But what really happens is as they say stop, you take the deck like this, do the bottom placement move to get that card loose. Now as you come down to place the rest of the cards on here, you pretend like you take that card, but you just do this instead. This is exposed view. That goes there, just take that card out, making it look like it's the card in the middle, and it's the force card. So at full speed, it looks pretty good. Again, the card to be forced is the 8 of clubs, so we can do this. We ask them to say stop anytime, maybe right here, but that could have been anywhere. We take the card out. It could have been any card at all, but it is the 8 of clubs. Alright, so this one is called the Teeter-Totter Turnover Pass by Ernest Eric from his book By Forces Unseen. Now, it's basically a turnover pass done this way as opposed to this way. I mean, it's not better than doing it this way per se. It's fun to do, and it's one of those fun moves to practice. So the mechanics is the same exact thing as the original turnover pass. It's just done this way, alright? So let's just run through it real quick. What you want to do is have a card like the King of Hearts in the middle. You want to get a break below it, so when you close it up, you get the break below the King of Hearts there in the middle. Now what's going to happen is you're going to just basically extend this index finger like this so that packet levers up, just like so. And that's hidden as you pantomime squaring the deck like this. Alright, that just gets levered up as you square the deck. So I'm right there in that position right now, but it looks like I'm just squaring the deck. Now, exposed view, what's going to happen is as you're doing this, all that's going to happen is you're going to put this down into your hand like this as you allow that bottom packet to come over the top packet as you pinch everything in the front and then turn it over like this. So again, spread through the deck. Let's see, the card we want to get is the Jack of Clubs. As you close up, just get the picky break below it like this. Now, at the moment you start to close up, all you're going to do is this is exposed you. Extend that index finger here like this as you sort of square the deck up. Now, as you apparently turn the deck over towards yourself, you just allow that packet to drop as you coalesce the packets in front end grip like this as you turn it towards yourself. A cool thing to do for instance, an ACR is doing it face down. They pick any card, let's say it's the 6 of Hearts. Now as you close up, instead of getting a break as you close up, it's always a good idea to do the squirt move, as some people call it. As you close up, just take these fingers and squirt that card back as you close up. That way you have a jog instead of getting a break right away. That way there's no tell that you're getting a break. So you have that big jog that's accomplished by squirting those cards back as you close up. So again, we have that 6 of Hearts there. As you close up, as it exposed, you just squirt those cards back, getting a jog right above that selection. Alright, so as you square up, do that finger move, as we explained. As you square up, do the move. This is exposed view. Pinch everything up there, turn it over. Now the reason why turning it over is so you can say, look, your card is not anywhere near the bottom like this. Now a good touch is to turn it over the exact same way again, like this. Watch that your card is nowhere near the top. And this is where we go into the Breakless Zero Edition. Because right now the card is on top, but we're going to show a few cards showing that it's not on top like this, alright? So we can say, look, your card's not on top. That's 1, 2, 3. And now on 3, you're going to push over 2 cards, and it can be loose. They don't have to be aligned at all. You can just do this as you turn everything over. So you'll be like this, 1, 2, 3. See, I just did it. I've actually turned over 4 cards, not 3. So again, in a slow motion exposed view, you go 1, 2, and on 3, turn over 2 like this. It can be as wide as you want. It doesn't matter because you'll be in motion. You'll never see it like this. Turn everything over like this. Now to turn them back over, do the exact same thing. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's not on top. 1, 2, 3. Turn everything over, but it's on top. Alright guys, so as always, I really hope that you learned something new from this video, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me when you leave nice comments and give your feedback, so all the love, all the encouragement, it just makes me the happiest guy around. Until next time, happy practicing. I love you guys.